Here we go. This is the latest project for the Handyman. This is a bathroom remodel. It had been given a facelift not too long ago. You can see it's got new shower doors that will be going away. The tile looks pretty nice, but it's just not their style. The flowers. This is a lath and plaster house. And there is some weird stuff going on here. You can see there may have been a transition from cement board, or who knows what's behind here. Some moldy old caulking. This is a closet area inside the bathroom. And you can see that we have these peel and stick vinyl things here over the top of the hardwood flooring. Hardwood is not a really good thing to put in your bathroom. So all this hardwood has to come out. That's not going to be fun. But we've got this little panel back in here, this little access panel that gets us in behind the tub. The last little facelift remodel, they installed a brass drain for the cast iron tub. And we're going to keep that. That's a good thing. So it's one good thing. You can also see there's an ABS P-trap, so that's all good. We don't have to worry about replacing that. But right there is something we will be replacing. That's the galvanized supply to the entire bathroom. I'm in the basement underneath the bathroom, and as you can see, get a light up here so you can see better. There is kind of a hodgepodge of galvanized plumbing, copper, and a ton of Sharkbites. I don't have anything against Sharkbites other than how much they cost. That's all 3/4. And then we get over to here and we go from galvanized and copper to CPVC. And one good thing is there's a lot of shutoffs everywhere. So I can just isolate these two bathrooms and they will still have water to their kitchen and laundry room. But I have to get a functioning bathroom done by the end of the day. Alright, here is the basement bathroom that they will be using while I remodel the bathroom upstairs. Now the one good thing I have in my favor is that this wall comes out. I'll be just taking out these screws from the drywall both here and behind the freezer, and that'll get me access to the toilet and the sink. This paneling off, and that is going to give me, oh look at that. So that's well, that's copper to galvanized, and this is not good. When you have dissimilar metals and water running through it, you get corrosion. Also got some funky corrosion going on that T-fitting on the galvanized. This radiator, it's got to go away, and this wall cavity has to be filled in. This one, the radiator, I'm not going to worry about today. I'm just going to focus on getting all the water lines replaced and getting a working shower and toilet by the end of the day. Things look pretty straightforward. It is interesting to note that this had a finished basement bathroom installed way back when they were using lath and plaster. This is a structural wall. You see there's a footer right here. So, yep, that's where the floor joists land. Friday night, there's a line of cars leaving. This is the hot water supply. I can barely see through it looking at that bright light. Wow. Actually, the pipe is mostly clear. The corrosion is at that dissimilar metals all inside this brass fitting here. As you can see, this is the union that used to be on the end of that galvanized pipe. That's where all that rust and corrosion was. Cleaned it all out, and my solution for a temporary fix until I can remodel this bathroom, because I need to get the plumbing up and running, is this is how we're going to get the PEX to go into that mixer valve right there. So this threads on here, and then 1/2-inch PEX comes straight down into there, and I can keep my antique faucet for now, because I have to have this shower up and running today. This is the other side, and I managed to get this little pipe wrench in here and broke it free. This is the tool that you use to take apart these Sharkbite plumbing fittings. And I messed around with trying to use a monkey wrench to unscrew this supply line, but there's just not enough room between the stud and the main stack. So I'm going to try to just pull it apart. It's easier said than done. Whoever did this before me, this one, they must have had, I don't know, something wrong with the original galvanized cold water line, and they replaced it all with copper, and like well over $100 in Sharkbite fittings. But I certainly am going to get a ton of Sharkbite fittings out of this job. So my first obstacle has been conquered. Getting fittings for the old mixer valves. Now I just need to go to town and remove all this plumbing. Except for the radiator. We're going to tackle the radiator tomorrow. I'm going to pull apart all these Sharkbites with my little tool, wherever that went. This guy here. And this is the other tool. This is your galvanized pipe removal tool right here. So this is the one I was just messing with. And got another 3/4 Sharkbite 90. Okay, it's time to start putting in the new plumbing, and I wanted to go over what I use. These are two methods, and there are more. So you got these metal bands, you got these fittings. Of course, you put the band on first. This is just a cap, so it doesn't really matter. Push it on, and these are your crimpers, 1/2 inch and 3/4. This here is a go, no-go gauge, and one side says go and one side says no go. There's another way to do this. I use this one when I'm trying to get into tight spaces. This is for 1 inch right here, and put this together just like this, and then see the ratcheting thing there, the webbing of my hand there. You start scrunching it down, and I use this one when I'm trying to get into places where I can't fit this big guy. The reason I don't use this all the time is these are more expensive than just this ring. I should mention that there are other options in assembling PEX style supply lines together. The reason I use this is they are readily available, and where I live I have over 30 Lowe's and Home Depot. So anywhere I'm at in pretty much where I work, I'm within 5 minutes of supply of fittings from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. That's the basic reason why I use what I use. Now, because I'm working with some old cabinetry and whatnot here, I pre-assembled this piece, and I'm going to shove it all up in there and connect this with that main 3/4 inch that goes across the top. Alright, this is our Sharkbite connection, and I usually like to measure, well, I'll trim this to length, and then I'll put a pencil mark on it so I know that it is fully seated into this press connect fitting there. You can just see my dot. Okay, just like I did the cold water, I got my mark of the depth for this press connect here. You saw me clean everything up there, and probably should have told you this before. One thing, it's not so much with the PEX, but definitely with copper and CPVC. You want to deburr your edge here, and you can do that with just a piece of sandpaper. You can do it with your utility knife. You probably even do it with your fingernail. That would probably get a little old after a while using a fingernail. But there is an O-ring in here, and you don't want a sharp edge to slice that O-ring. So it's best practice to just give a little deburr on whatever you're putting into your press connect. Here's the hot water union, and no drips, no leaks. I'm going to go turn the shower on, make sure all the air is bled out. Should be good to go. Now this bathroom is kind of on my list after the upstairs. And this is going to be interesting because this whole floor is going to get jackhammered out. I'll probably, this is like a floor drain. I'm almost scared to lift this up, but I'm not going to be a wimp. Oh, I got to get my rubber gloves on. Okay, the hot water and cold water are all pressurized for the basement. Got all that replaced. I'll be adding the upstairs once I remodel it. So one thing you want to do, make sure you do before you turn the water on, is pull the shower head off. This is mostly for houses with galvanized plumbing. And what you want to do is flush the water out, because there's going to be a ton of rust and particles. Got a nice good flow there. I just have it cracked open. Oh jeez. Both the hot, oh nice, and the cold. Let it run for a minute or two, because your shower head will get clogged and get ruined, because there's no, well, some of them there's a screen, but a lot of them, a lot of shower heads, there's not a screen. This one has this little rubber deal here. No screen to clean out. Faucets, you just pull the aerator out and you can clean the screen. Yeah, you might be confused. I am remodeling the upstairs bathroom, not the downstairs one. I'm removing and replacing all the galvanized plumbing out all at once. But the basement bathroom is the one they're going to be using while I'm remodeling the one upstairs. So that's why I had to concentrate all my efforts on the downstairs bathroom. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I am currently on a different bathroom remodel. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. This bathroom is going to take up the next several videos. I'm going to try to put the actual topic in the title. So this one here should have been called something about an old bathroom and galvanized plumbing, replacing galvanized pipes, something along those lines. The next one is how I take out that radiator, how I drain the boiler and remove that heating radiator that's behind the door. That's it. Goodbye.